The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Unu prepare a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Unu anointed I head with unu oil, me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God Jah. Kadama we gruma be atela e exact beer tana istalina ba shanti 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 kadama we gruma be atela e. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks and I says unto your name, King of kings and Lord of lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, Amasa Yahuda Amasa, Negusto Negaste Danielam, Komaya Sataya, Aimana Pio Aya, Kadamawi Grumabi Atila. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And every time this black pot sits on the fire, something sumptuous will come out of the cooking. Today, we're serving you with something delicious. I need you to come along in this service of God and country. This is the black pot. And in the black pot, we normally don't criticize because it is not our delicacy, not part of our delicacies. We only criticize. And when we criticize, we would only just criticize, only to build and not to destroy, only for the reasons of development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. My brother, my sister, come along, make we deal with these issues. Number one, I want to look at this thing that I've entitled the Christmas tree probe. Why Christmas tree? Now, anytime we hear about Christmas tree, we're looking at the snow. We're looking at how people are celebrating Christmas. Now, Christmas has become synonymous with snow. I don't know how they did it, but Hollywood must have done a very good job. Hey, even the people who originated Christmas have not been able to associate anything to Christmas more than the snow that we see around Christmas and the reindeers and bright lights shining all over the place. But in Ghana, the Christmas tree has a different meaning. Today, if you happen to Google Christmas tree in Ghana, there's the face of one man that is going to show. And who is this one man whose name is missing, and Christmas tree is now his new assignment of a name? It's Paul Adum Ochri. Oh yes, I think he likes it. He's smiling. My brother, my sister, Paul Adum Ochri is a journalist. At the same time, some people say he's a pocket lawyer. You know who a pocket lawyer is? Somebody who has no law training, but he bullies people with law terminologies and so on and so forth. But don't be too harsh. He actually went to the law school. But I'm not too sure if he was able to pass his exams. Because the last time I heard about him, it was a banter between him and Ni Ade-Clark. And for me, he behaved honorably by apologizing to Ni Ade-Clark. Because he said Ni Ade-Clark used to write his law exams for him when they were in the law school. My brother, my sister, trying to pass his law which he failed a couple of times. Clark now had to become his teacher and teach him. But that's normal. We all have teachers once in a while. But you know why Paul is getting all the criticism? It's because I think he portrays himself as larger than life. He portrays himself as all-knowing. He portrays himself as the omnipresent. Hallelujah. My brother, my sister, my Jamaican people have a beautiful saying. They say the higher the monkey climbs, the more exposed it gets. My brother, my sister, they say chatty chatty mouth I forget a blow. And if you talk and talk and talk and talk, be careful flies don't get into your mouth. My brother, my sister, Paul Adom Ochre has been criticized over the years, but this time around, it is worse for him. I wonder if he's able to keep it. But he's a brilliant guy. I will take anything from him. Just that he's become an ardent, overzealous supporter of the president in power, who has lost it all amongst Ghanaians. How many Ghanaians still believe that this is a good president? How many Ghanaians who followed him at the time that he came and preached holier than thou messages and moralized it on the last administration and even more legendary governments? My brother, my sister, Paul Adom Ochre is in trouble. What is the trouble? He bought Christmas trees for the airport for 128,000 Ghana cedis. My big question is, if Paul Adom Ochre had this country as his father's property or his own property, would he buy Christmas trees for the airport alone for 128,000 Ghana cedis? How much is 128,000 Ghana cedis in dollar? It is 128,000 divided by 8. Do the mathematics. Now, how did Paul Adom Ochre buy Christmas trees for 128,000 Ghana cedis? Because he's the board chairman of the GACL, Ghana Airport Company Limited. He lobbied for his position. In fact, in his own words, in the days of President Mahama, he wanted to be a board member of the NMC, National Media Commission, because he's a journalist. But even if the president wanted him to be, the people around him didn't want him because he belonged to the other party, which I see as foolishness. You can belong to 20 million parties and still, my brother, my sister, other parties should be able to accommodate you because you are Ghanaian. If you are looking at the bigger picture, you shouldn't look at people's labels before you put them in responsible positions. You should rather look at the content of their characters. You should rather deal with what they can give rather than the labels that they carry, right? So I will cut him that slack. My brother, my sister, we're talking about the Christmas tree probe. Hi, we bought Christmas trees. I think 3 of them for 128,000 Ghana cedis. And Paul Adom Ochre was the author of this. Now he's come out to explain a number of times. And what do those Christmas trees look like at all? Look, they sat at the Ghana airport to welcome visitors into the country. That's it. We had a pot-bellied Father Christmas standing there. In fact, and visitors were coming in, lights all over the place on the Christmas trees for 128,000 Ghana cedis. Was it for tourism? May I ask, those Christmas trees, can they be reused? Or it was just for one season? How qualitative were those? Did they need to be this expensive? Now, were there procurement issues? Now, the Ministry of Transport is a huge ministry. And the airport is under the Ministry of Transport. All kinds of transport, be it road, be it air, be it water, they all under the Ministry of Transport. Now, did the Ministry of Transport know about the Christmas trees at the airport? 128,000 Ghana cedis. Watch this. Adom Ochre, Transport Ministry to face Parliament over Christmas decoration saga. But the Minister of Transport says that no. In fact, they are dissociating themselves from Paul Adum Ochere's Christmas trees. Watch this from Ghana Web. There was no procurement process. Transport Ministry on Airport Christmas Tree Saga by Paul Adum Ochere himself, the board chairman of the GACL, the Ghana Airport Company Limited, said that they actually contacted or procured, in fact, from other companies, some companies, and they ended up picking up one. But this is his boss. The boss says no procurement process. So were there procurement breaches? I'm just asking. But let's get deeper into this. The Parliament of Ghana is interested in this issue. And Paul Adum Ochere and his boss are going to be hauled before the Parliament, and they will tell us exactly what happened. But Paul Adum Ochere is still blabbing. He says it's much ado about nothing. In fact, there were no procurement breaches, and whoever tries to go on a fishing spree is going to hit the cul-de-sac. In other words, a brick wall, and come back like the Fourth Estate. Yes, an online portal that's so interested in investigating some of these issues. My brother, my sister, the Christmas tree probe is here. But me as a Ghanaian, I think this is a silly nation that has no common sense. You buy Christmas trees for 128,000 Ghana cedis. The hospital has no incubators. Babies are dying like chicken. My own baby was put in an incubator with 2 other babies at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. One incubator meant for one person now is carrying 2 more babies in there. And you buy Christmas trees that are disposable products. You use them once and then you throw them away. Are you crazy? If this was your own business, would you treat it like this? Now, Paul Adum Ochere himself said that he actually lobbied to be in these positions. He has supported Nana Akufo-Addo for a very long time. I have no problem with that. Any idiot has supporters. That is true. Even Atayi has supporters. Even rapists have supporters. So I don't mind if anybody says he has supporters. Even Shatawale has people who follow him. Such a guy has people who follow him. My brother, my sister, hear me now. In this country, we are so interested in foolishness. Fortunately, I have decided to exorcise that Ghanaian foolishness from within me. And I would always stand up and face them and speak to them with the might that the Almighty Father has given me. It doesn't matter how many people support who. What matters is the truth. The truth never fails. How many people support the truth? The truth is an orphan. Anything that has quality has no supporters. That's why Bob Marley said, the things that we refuse are the things that we should actually use. How many people are on the same page with me? How can you buy Christmas trees in the name of beautifying the airport? Yet, the things that are going to bring the tourists in are absolutely a fleece, a fleeting illusion. Should I say it again? How do you buy Christmas trees to beautify the airport at such an exorbitant price? 128,000 Ghana cedis. There are no incubators in the hospital. Babies are sharing incubators and dying like chicken at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. How do you buy Christmas trees at such a tune, such a neck-breaking price, when you are doing nothing to deal with the tourism in this country? All the touristic values in this country are looked down on. We concentrate on only the Elmina Castle, several other castles and monuments that are capable of bringing millions of tourists into this country. No, we have no brains to deal with that. What happened to the Salaga slave market? Go to the Christianborg Castle. It's surrounded by shit. People are running from La to go and shit there. Teshi to go and shit there. All over the place, they have turned our beaches into shit holes. And you buy Christmas trees to beautify what? It's like that woman who polishes her skin, yet inside her is all rotten. Hey, let's get wiser. We have to deal with things that can go the distance. Things that can stand the test of time. Not these seasonal things that break our necks. And next season, we are looking for another 128,000 Ghana cedis to replace those ones that we bought. Well, I'm glad that the parliament is interested in this. And I'm glad that this matter is going to be probed so seriously. At the end of the day, my brother, my sister, we will deal with it properly. But I'm truly disappointed that a guy like Paul, who was seen as somebody championing democracy and championing human rights and championing consciousness, will go and buy Christmas trees for 128,000 Ghana cedis. And I hear there was a sponsor. Somebody paid 50,000 Ghana. That was like, 39% of the whole thing. Who paid for the rest? Was there really a sponsor? What kind of sponsor was that? Does the sponsor know that we don't have incubators at the hospital? Does the sponsor know that there are schools under trees? Does the sponsor know that, hey, people are still wading through water to be able to go to school? Is his interest in Christmas trees? At West, couldn't we have gone to cut 4 trees from the Achimota forest to come and put at the airport, tie them with ribbons, let them stand there, and that would be better? After that, we plant 20 more trees in their place. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Now let me deal with the next thing. Now, the next thing is about the cathedral. And this one is entitled, A National Cathedral Built on a Foundation of Lies, Deceit. Yes, deception. Watch. Now there is this beautiful headline. And this is a man so many Ghanaians know. Who is he? Prophet Kofi Oduro. Tie! We are. That's him. Firebrand prophet who criticizes other prophets and who makes mockery of the prophecies that we hear around. We are. Tie! These are his catchphrases. He has said something. What has he said? Watch this. National Cathedral, Akufo-Addo building God's house on lies, deception. He couldn't have said it any better. That's it. Oh, we are going to build the cathedral and it will cost us 100 million American dollars. A few moments later, oh, it's rather 150 million American dollars. Oh, a few moments later, oh, it's actually 200 million American dollars. Then after they've gone to sleep and dream and have nightmares, seeing Nkrumah's ghost slapping their cringing brows, they come back and say, oh, it is 250 million American dollars. And then later, 350 million. You see that you are unplanned, that you don't have brains. How do you go into a project without knowing how much the project will cost? Are you crazy? How can you go into a project with a supposed finance minister with a puffy face, sitting down there, changing figures like the traffic light? And this is a man who would grant an interview to CNN and be talking as if he's Adam Smith. You see, these guys, they don't respect us. That's why I don't respect them. I talk to them anyhow because they don't regard us. And I am angry. You understand? You come and tell me that you are building a cathedral that you personally promised God, because you have no respect for human life. When finance minister was sick, he ran all the way to America and England. Before he left, he asked Ghanaians to pray for him so that he will get well. COVID complications. We pray for him because no matter how we disrespect you, we still don't want you to die because we don't hate you. To dislike is different from hate. You have money to go to America and England to treat your COVID complications. and your cancers and liver cirrhosis and all those things from over drinking of alcohols. Yet you have no money to deal with hospitals, schools, salaries, and even allowances for trainees in the teacher training schools. But they always have money to pay police trainees and soldier trainees. Hey, Blakk Rasta, I speak nothing but the truth. I have come to disrespect and dislike them, that I can look at them in the face and talk to them like a lion is ready to devour its prey. They have no respect for us, so I have no respect for anyone who has no respect for me. You understand? Hear me now. Hear me now. You are defaulted when it comes to the allowances of teachers. Allowances, my brother, my sister, NAPCO, you can't pay. Yet you have never defaulted police people's allowances. Soldier people's allowances. Why? Because you fear the barrel of the gun. Idiots. Fools in power. You get it? Sometimes when I use words like this, people say, Blakk Rasta, don't descend to their level. No, sometimes I have to descend to their level because I'm angry. Police people's salaries never delay. Soldier salary will never delay. Soldiers are the most respected people in Ghana because they own the gun. And anytime they pull the trigger, a pot-bellied president is sweating and becoming red like red ketchup. Hey, there's an African saying that I love. It says that in the country where there is peace, the king does not have to walk with a shield and a spear. What are you shielding? Stones from where? Arrows from where? Spears from who? You see, kukuru no jaya. Kike no sube jaya. My brother, from 100 million all the way down to 150, 200, 250, and now they say it's 350 million. What do you take us for? Now they came back and said, oh, we don't need the public purse to be able to build this. We're going to look for our own money. Then president started flying to look for that money using the taxpayers' money. Listen to the wisdom of the president and Osafo Mafo, his chief advisor. Hey, the cathedral is not going to be built from the public space. But they use the public space to fly around looking for money to build the cathedral. A cathedral that a man promised to God personally in his dark corner, that if you make me president, I will build. Hey, all the good things about the cathedral have all fallen apart because of one lie and one ego. This cathedral would have brought a lot of tourists into the country. Do you know how many people will refuse to come to Ghana because of this cathedral? Well-meaning people. They look at the basis and the foundation of this cathedral and they will never come into this country until this government is out. And even after that, many more will refuse to come. Because there are some countries in the world that I, Blakk Rasta, will never visit. Because of things like that. Even if it meant that salvation will come from there, I will not go there. Because I know that my salvation will never come from those countries. And this is one of those countries. Why do you build a cathedral? Beautiful edifice. The architect was paid 32 million American dollars. I beg your pardon, Ghana cedis. 32 million Ghana cedis to design it. I don't have a problem with that. But what was the procurement process like? Who paid him? At what time was he paid? Was his company a legal entity in this country at the time of the procurement? Or somebody who believes in family and friends, nepotism, pulled him out and decided that, hey, do this arbitrarily. My brother, my sister, this is why the country is descending geometrically. Hey, Kofi Oduro has said it all. It's a cathedral built on lies and deceit. Lies from the start. The guy who designed the whole thing was not even a properly registered person to work in this country. What happened to all the architects? You know what you're telling other Ghanaian architects? Oh, don't get me wrong. Sir David Ajay. You see, the name is Ajay, but you know how British people speak. Ajay. Ajay. Water becomes war. Twitter becomes Twitter. Ajay becomes Ajay. This guy was born in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. His father was an ambassador. And when Nkrumah was overthrown, whatever it was, that was around the time David Ajay was born in 1966. He went to live in England. He became a British citizen. Now we don't know if he's a dual citizenship holder or he's just a British citizen, because everything I read about him is British, 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 British. Don't we have architects who are 100% Ghanaian who can do that? Me, I don't believe in these guys with the dual citizenship. I'm not saying the guy doesn't deserve it. It's good to have some other flavors coming in. That's okay. And if I were even you architects in Ghana, I would thank my God that I didn't design this thing. This demonic cathedral built on a foundation of lies and deceit. You want the blood to touch your hands? You want to bloody your hands with this thing? Hey! Tie! We are Poloduro. Hey, did I say Poloduro? Not Poloduro. My brother, my sister, Kofi Oduro has spoken. And if you agree with me, then you would agree with him. And if you agree with him, you will agree with me too. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? The things that are killing us, we allow them to continue to kill us. Floods. Can the cathedral prevent floods? Deaths, unnecessary deaths in our hospitals. Can they do that? Somebody says that, oh, we need salvation, so we need a house of God. Hey, listen. Those of you who read the Bible, when David wanted to build the temple, what did God tell him? He said, you don't qualify. Your hands are bloodied. You have committed murder. You killed Uriah and many other people. You are not qualified at all to build me a temple. But your son, who will be cleaner, I shall put it in his heart to build me that temple. And when Solomon came, he built that temple. Is Nana Addo qualified to build a temple? A temple built on the foundation of lies and deceit? Your country is so impoverished. Let me not spend too much time on this. Kofi Oduro, thank you so much for that. In the interim, lies and deceit. I have a quote for you. When we return, we will look at more interesting issues. Until then, wayo! This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonum, where we speak truth to power. We are in the service of God and country. We are live on Pan-African TV, also live on Loud Silence TV, live on Ghana Web TV, and live on Blakk Empire TV. We are also live on our YouTube channel, and that is the Blakk Empire Media. And our YouTube channel is Blakk for BLAKK, Empire Media. Make sure you subscribe and then you hit on the notification button so that you will be updated anytime we come to speak truth to power. And every day you will catch us at 5 p.m. on our channel, and that is the Blakk Empire Media. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Now the next thing I want to look at is entitled Islamic Secondary School Shooting. Jesus have mercy. Islamic Secondary School is an SHS, Senior High School in Kumasi, the Ashanti region. 3 days ago, police went in there, shot students. What happened? The students came out to demonstrate. They were demonstrating in front of the school. They blocked the roads. Yes, illegal. They had no permission to go on a demonstration. Why were they demonstrating? They were demonstrating because of the rampant deaths that they saw in front of their school. Now the school is so close to the road, and the cars were moving. Whim, 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 whim. They had complained about the deaths over and over, time and again. Authorities did not come to build ramps, speed ramps. Students decided to block the road, to slow down vehicles, and also to demonstrate and tell the whole world that, listen, we don't have the money to build any speed ramps here. And we don't want to take the law into our own hands like we are doing right now. So the authorities need to work on this. Now, whilst they were dancing and singing all the songs that they could find, Leila la mina, Leila la mi, alami, alami, Onyami ya otumu for Rajibada, Rajibada, Leila la mina, Leila la mina, Leila la mi, alami, alami, Onyami ya otumu for Rajibada, Jibida, Leila la mina. Beautiful songs they were singing. Arabic, Latin, Grushi and Frafra songs were all sung. Whilst they were dancing and having fun, demonstrating and sending the message. Now some motorists had to call the police and say that, hey, there's a whole hold up right in front of the Islamic Secondary School. Police come and deal with it. And when police arrived there, the little boys and girls of Islamic Secondary School got frightened. Some of them ran into the school, and the few boys who wanted to show their girlfriends that they were Nkrumah and were ready to defend the integrity of the school started pelting stones at the police. Pelting stones at the police. The unprepared police did not go with any shells. We see in Britain how things are pelted at the police, and the police don't shoot anybody. Sometimes they just release one tear gas and 6 trillion people will all run away. We have seen worse situations where in some of these Islamic countries, people throw petrol bombs, Molotov cocktails, as is said in Ukraine. In some areas, when the tear gas is fired, demonstrators pick the same tear gas and throw at the police. But the police is still level-headed and will deal with this adequately. But Ghana police went there with no shields. Ghana police went there with no helmets. They only went there with guns for students. Well, what did they do? Ratatatatatatat, ratatatat, ratat, blaka, 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 boom, 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 blaka, 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 ratatatatata, showing their prowess in shooting. Some of the police people, right from training school, they have never had the opportunity to press the trigger. So this is the time to experiment the trigger. Puyaka, puyaka, shooting. They said they fired rubber bullets. But there's evidence coming out that they actually fired live ammunition, several rounds of those. A lot of the students went down. Some had broken limbs. Some of them were carried like corpses. And watch, over 30 students of Islamic SHS hospitalized after police allegedly fired tear gas at them during protests. This 2 days ago, and this published by City News. Bring me more headlines. Watch this from My Joy Online. It says over 20 students of Islamic SHS injured after police allegedly shot to disperse crowd. Shot to disperse what crowd? If you are shooting to disperse, do you shoot at the people or you shoot up? You shot at them. Watch this. And this is from Africa News. Ghana, many students injured in police crackdown on school protests. And what's BBC saying about this? BBC Pidgin. What is it saying? BBC Pidgin says Ghana ball for school children protest shooting. Police investigate. Watch this. Parents are surprised. And interestingly, watch this. Follow me, follow me. When the students were pelting stones at the police, in fact, they ran into the school. Some of them will look beyond the school and fire stones. The police chased them into the school and shot them in the school. Well, IGP Dampari, Dr. Dampari, has decided that law and order must work. So what happened? DCOP Kwesi Amankwa Preku, who was acting as the deputy commander of police for the Ashanti region, has been indicted. They have removed him from his position. We have not been told whether he's going to be promoted or demoted. All we know is that his position has been made vacant. We have seen this several times, where a man commits a heinous crime and he's removed and only transferred and promoted. The people are waiting to see what exactly is going to happen. 2 other people have also been punished. Senior members of the police. You see how Ghanaians are beginning to lose favor for you? At a point, you did so well. When Dampari came, it was all beautiful. Then you started shooting and killing accomplices of robbers that you yourselves are accomplices of. Bullion vans, you and your people were being part of it. I just heard that a policeman was carrying drugs and he was intercepted somewhere. We hear that every time. Videos are all over social media where police people are involved in a few other things. Listen, Ghana police, I still believe that you are one of the best in the world. Anywhere I go, Ghana police will stop and salute me and tell me things from their hearts. When was the last time some members of the police were even promoted? It's only the big men who sit in the office and do nothing. They are those who are being promoted. The people, the corporals, and so on and so forth, who were killing themselves and working, they get nothing. To God be the glory. This is the Blakk Pot. When we return, I'll be looking at Paul Adum Ochre. He said something, yes, about Togbe Afede. He also said something about the president. I think I want to look at the two and juxtapose these ideas, and we'll see if we can go somewhere. Then I'll also be looking at something KSM said. Is Ghana going to be recolonized in what Nkrumah has called neo-colonialism in the interim? Follow me here. Follow me here. Hey!
Luxury home, it's a beauty place for every woman. We do braids, wave caps, weave-ons, nails, pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. We do nail training here. We do braids training. We do wave caps installation. We do waxing. I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
My sister Paulina and a day after.
You can't seminar. You better free. Abu's chapter.
Hey, babe! Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey! Madam!
Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsule, a drawing Tina Brewati Semi. Me ready, I mention glasses. Obroni Bessie, see clear.
Hey, no crow. Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsules, a full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A drawing baby atwa for Tina Tet Herbal Shop. Hey, now what? Tina Tet Hayan, see clear.
I'm Itana, and on July 23rd, I will be at the National Sports Stadium in Accra on July 23rd for the Hands Across Africa Expo. I will see you then on July 23rd.
But I am not afraid. No, I am not afraid. No. There's river on the long days. The moon shines brighter in the darkness, and the time is free on the strong days. Yeah.
Diana Wright, first of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer, I am an author, I am a songwriter, I am a poetess, and I am an actress. Right? I do the whole, I've been doing this for many, many years. And so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art. That's me. You think art and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music, I do inspirational music, I do cultural music, I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like it needs some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on that, you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so you're crippled, you know. You don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narrative that if a man is poor and can't take care and that is not good, it's not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they, you know, they are good and upright men. You know, they just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, you know, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down the orchard. Well, if I veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, Lord, GMO in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation with no sand.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be the 16BARS M as in Mary.com. So that is 16barsmm.com. Definitely. I am available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me on, first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's, so that's Empress, which is DIANNA, so that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also you can also, you know, send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16barsmm@outlook.com. So that is 16. This time it's the word all spelled out. 16barsmm@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16barsmm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right. So that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right. So that's it. That's what I do. And you know, keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down the orchard. Well, if I veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, Lord, GMO in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation.
Boy, skip a charge.
Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukoshonomo, Diana Wright. Now watch out for Diana Wright on the 23rd day of July 2022. Eric Donaldson is coming to Ghana. Sherry, oh, baby, I think I'm in love with you. This is Jamaica, is the land of my birth. Jamaica is the land of my birth. You know all those wonderful songs. Eric Donaldson, one legendary artist from Jamaica, is going to be in Ghana. Etana is going to be in Ghana. Diana Wright is also going to be in Ghana. Yours truly, Blakk RASTA, will be performing as well. Hey, Honorable His Excellency Taj Weeks, UN Ambassador. Oh my God. He's going to be on stage as well, all the way from St. Lucia, based in America, and now in Ghana. My brother, my sister, preparing for the big concert on the 23rd day of July. And it's going to be right there at the Accra Stadium. Are you going to be left out? Hey, Third World is also going to be coming. Hey, look, is back-to-back reggae. A lot of Ghanaian artists are also going to be performing, including Ochiame Kwame. Blakk RASTA is going to be on, and many more. I'll keep updating you with time. But for now, remember, it's the 23rd day of July, 2022 at the Accra Sports Stadium. And remember that if you miss it, then you miss out. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Now, the next thing I want to look at is something that I've entitled Two-Faced Paul. Two-Faced Paul. Now, my brother, my sister, Paul Adumochri, and I want to make this one brief. He's a journalist. We love him. He's quite studious. Yes. He studies. He's brilliant. Yes, he is. You can't take that away from him. But he can be sinister and infantile sometimes. You understand? He can be sinisterly infantile sometimes. You remember he and Togbi Afede had a big fight, right? But he and Togbi Afede were close. This is Togbi Afede, the 14th. He is supposed to be the Agbogbo Mafia of the Asogli state. Recently, he donated how much? 300,000 Ghana cedis to some victims of floods. He rejected the so-called ex gratia. For him, he believes that ex gratia should not be that huge. And at the same time, he has a problem with the computation of ex gratia. Same way, he believes that people who have to take ex gratia have to be full-time workers, not people who are moonlighting. Togbi Afede rejected it, and all of a sudden Paul Adumochri betrayed his good friend, pushed him away, and tried to label him as somebody who was hypocritical. One, he didn't attend meetings. Hey, number two, he was behaving as if it was an illegal thing and blah, 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 blah. Well, the rest is history. But I like how Paul came back and tried to bring facts in quotes to show that, yes, he stood by what he said. That Togbi Afede did not really attend as many meetings as people might think. He attended only a few meetings and organized only a few meetings. And he brought out some evidence in quotes from a certain source as to whether that is true or false is for you and I to sit back and look at. But the source has not denied it. So I want to believe that it is true. We are waiting to hear from Togbi Afede. My brother, I believe that you don't have to organize 7 trillion meetings to be able to be effective. Hey, I used to belong to a radio station where every week we had 3 meetings. Every week, 3 solid meetings. And at the meetings, nothing productive was discussed. It was just for us to meet and drink Fanta and Coca-Cola. Nothing productive was discussed. At the end of the year, how many weeks? 56 weeks times how many meetings? 3. Boom! Some people want to be seen to be working, but they are actually Trojan horses. Betraying the nation. But you see, Paul, at his wedding, I was told that the outfit he wore was donated by the Agbogbo Mafia of the Asogli state. He even lent a car to him and paid his fees when he was studying law somewhere. That does not mean Paul cannot criticize him. Does it? You know that I criticize people who are, helpful to me, because we maintain that to critique is not to tear down. It is to uplift and to develop. True? Remember this program we started by saying, we don't normally criticize, but we only criticize to build if we must criticize. But Paul has said something, and I think he's a two-faced human being. What has he said about the president? Watch. Why should I criticize Akufo-Addo when I have access to him? Oh, really? So you have access to him. So that means you can go to him VIP and go to him Nicodemously and tell him, Mr. President, this thing that you did is not right. This thing that you did. And Paul is talking about public criticism. He's not talking about just critique. He wouldn't criticize him in public. He will go to him Nicodemously and tell him some of the things that he thinks he should have done better or could have done better. But when it comes to Togbe Afede, who sponsored his outfit for his wedding, gave him a 7 Series Benz for him to flex and make believe that he's rich, paid his law school fees, and he had his number, and he himself claimed that they were close. That's why he has no access to him. So he'll come on TV and criticize him so that his party would see him to be doing a good job. If I'm not making sense, tell me that I'm not making sense. Paul, am I making sense? You know, you always want to be seen as making sense. So I'm speaking to you. Am I making sense? What is good for the goose is good for the gander. Now Nana Akufo-Addo is giving you more money than Togbe Afede ever gave you. So don't bite the hands that fed you before just because a new hand is feeding you. That's why they call you a stomach journalist. You see where it's coming from? Watch this. Nobody with his head properly screwed on will insult Togbe Afede. What you did, I think you should be apologizing to him. I've seen your respectful text messages to Togbe Afede. I've never met him. I don't have his phone number. I would love to meet him. Not for him to pay my school fees because I'm capable of paying my fees. But for me to shake his hand and say that, hey, this is a good guy. He's an Afrocentric Pan-Africanist. These are the people we need. So if you are criticizing a man who paid your fees publicly, trying to make him look like some idiot, that is why people would say you are insulting a traditional authority. You know what you should be doing, Paul? You should apologize to the man and say that you could have handled this issue better. You have access to the man. You have his phone number. Why did you not? When you needed fees, you had access to him. When you needed his car, you knew where to find him. When you needed your skirt and blouse for your wedding, you knew where to find him. But now that you think that you have access to a bigger power, you are betraying people like you are traitors. You are Judas. Judas in skirt. I like you. Honestly, when I meet you, it's like I've said nothing about you. It's going to be airy. Because when I say things and I leave this spirit, I forget. It's not personal. No, it's not personal. I met a lawyer the other day. Say, oh, the other day you were talking about. I said, who are you again, sir? He mentioned this. I said, I can't remember. I take issues as to when they come. And I don't keep names in my head. I don't keep grudges. I say them in the interest of the nation. And I believe you do same too. Do not bite off the fingers that fed you when you were hungry. Because you have a new set of fingers feeding you. That is stomach journalism. Leave it out. Last thing I want to deal with before I go. KSM, Kwesi Sinti Misa, has said something that I think is worth mentioning. He says that foreigners own Ghana right now. Watch it, man. Ghana's economy is in the hands of foreigners. And this is KSM talking. Master comedian. He's a man that so many people respect. Yes, he could be aligned a little bit to some other parties. You know, but that is his right. But look at the content of what he is saying rather than labeling him with party colors. That's what I look at first. When people speak, I look at the content of their delivery rather than the labels slapped on them. Am I making sense? Look at KSM. That Ghana's economy is in the hands of foreigners. And when you read the story, it says that we are not able to contain the dollar from rising above ours. Whatever, because it is foreigners that control us. The wheat is not from here, though we can produce it here. Sugar is not from here, though we can produce it here. We made our sugar factory collapse from the days of Nkrumah And when another government came trying to revive it, corruption and so many other foolish things came into it and messed up everything. Now Japan is staring us in their face. My brother, my sister, hey, foreigners, hey, Canada, Japan said the other day that on the Spintex Road is all Syrians and Lebanese. Syrians and Lebanese who have taken over this economy. Do you have a problem? Yes, I have a problem. What happened to Ghanaians? In this country, we respect foreigners more than we respect our own Ghanaians. A foreigner is always right. A foreigner is given a better treatment than the indigenous. You are fools. You are a foolish leader if you think that way. Why? Bow to defend the good name of Ghana, the cause of freedom and of right. Where's the freedom? Where's the right? Defend what freedom? Defend what right? When foreigners are slapping us night and day, controlling our economy, poo-pooing on our city, and making our city look even less worthy than a toilet paper. KSM has said it. Am I hearing that some foreign companies are owing in Ghana? Really? Watch this. ECG disconnects Glow from power grid over 4.6 million debt. Hey, really? 4.6 million. 4.6 million. How did ECG sit down for Glow to be owing 4.6 million? Now, Wale Adenuga, I respect you, I love you. Well, I don't see Nigerians as foreigners. I don't see any African as a foreigner in Ghana or anywhere in Africa. As a Pan-Africanist, we are all one people. But politically, this is what they think. How did Glow sit down to owe this much? How did ECG sit back to see this? Then at the end of the day, PDS comes in. At the end of the day, doomsaw. At the end of the day, people lose elections because of this. From what point did Wale Adenuga's Glow start owing? Maybe next time I talk to my good friend Nenyi, the chief himself. Yeah. I might have to find out in the interim. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Remember to subscribe to our page. It's the Black Empire Media. You can find it there. And also, our numbers are on the screens. Do try to contact us and talk to us. Bring your businesses here. This is where your businesses will flourish. We are all over Africa and all over the globe. Hey, in Africa, we are in the Gambia, we are in Nigeria, we are in Kenya, we are in South Africa, we are in Burkina Faso, La Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Cameroon. Everywhere in Africa, everybody watches this. This is the Blakk Pot, and these are our media handles. Contact us. It's been the Blakk Pot. Come along. AKA Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Till I catch you again tomorrow. Wayo!